Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Project Zomboid Survivor Broadcast. I'm Zombie Ash Gaming. I'm joined as usual with Sam, aka Nautical.
Hello.
And Chuck from Chuck Miller Plays.
Hello.
How are you both doing today?
Yeah, good, thanks. Good.
Yeah, good.
Nearing
good,
summer.
Good. Yeah,
Hotter
that's right. So tonight we're moving on over to West Point, this area here on the map. So if you want to follow along, you can do. We'll be showing them up as we go anyway. So probably just jump right. Well, I suppose to start with, what are your twos? Do you have much experience with West Point in general, or?
Generally, I love going here late game.
Right.
And in my long series where I've been surviving for, I think it is 6 months now, I do have a base in West Point, but it's part of the West Point expansion because that is amazing.
Right. Okay. What about you, Chuck?
I used to be scared of West Point because in terms of the 4 vanilla towns, it's comfortably the biggest, right? So, and more buildings just naturally means more zombies.
Yeah, it's quite a high population, isn't it, there?
Yeah. I put a lot of hours into Zomboid before I even went anywhere near West Point. But I've kind of like flipped now, really. A lot of my recent hours, it's been in West Point, and I really like it. I really do.
Wow.
It's the spawn points are manageable. You can come up with some good spawn points, and there's some really nice. I like downtown. I do like downtown. I know. I just really like it. I'm surprised in a way because bigger town, more difficulty. But it's probably my favourite of the 4 spawn towns, really.
Wow. I mean, I don't think I've ever spawned in West Point.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I've come through it. I've passed through it in various series and playthroughs, but I don't think I may have spawned in, for a quick 10 minutes, died or whatever. But nothing springs to mind that I've spawned in here. I hate it there, but yeah, it's just a bit too busy for me. But we'll crack on. We'll get down to the main area, but I think we're going to start with around here. So the little gated off mansions. You've got the little hut here. I would say this is probably the safest place in West Point. Maybe
it's out there, and you are safe out there. Yeah, I mean, I quite like making that little gated house over there.
This one.
I like that house. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be a good base here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because then you put a fishing hut at the back.
It's just on the little pier there, on the jetty.
Good. Yep, exactly.
Not too many zombies up here as well, I imagine.
Yeah, it's not too bad, really. What are your experiences with that, Chuck? Because I've only been here like once or twice this corner.
Oh, it's a bit too far out from in terms of early game. You're not. I mean, that's obviously not in West Point for a start, but in terms of basing up, it's probably the number one. It's probably a lot of people's favourite place to base up because you've got the lake, you've got the 3 2-story houses. It's obviously there is a road. Yeah, it's not going to get overrun with forest or trees or anything given time. So it is a really good place to base up. It's brilliant. It's got a lot going for it. I see why people love it, but it isn't near West Point, so it's like it is a late game base really. It does not near any sort of spawn point. It's a brilliant location, especially if you wanted to make loot runs into West Point,
like a staging area, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you're coming from Riverside or something along here, and
I've done that actually. I've done that exact thing. Yeah,
all right,
definitely.
Okay. I just noticed there's a
good location.
Antique oven in there as well, which is good to know.
And the deer head. And the deer head.
And the deer head, of course, in Ben's cabin. That's the real end game in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty good location.
I like it. You've got a lake. I mean, that house there with the big gate, the most southern house.
This one, yeah.
Straight down all the way. That's high fence, isn't it?
Yes.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Is it not? Oh, no, it's not. No.
It's not.
Okay.
I was going to say, how perfect could that be? Straight out onto the lake.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
I mean,
you're not going to get
I'd take
many
this
zombies
one,
out there.
Yeah,
So
that's true. I don't know. I like to always fortify. I always love an outer perimeter. You always just know you're safe. But yeah.
Cool. And nothing else to add in this area? Fairly safe place then, we're saying, for this. Good staging area.
Just got to get there first, haven't you, basically?
Yeah. Okay, so going east then. What is this point of interest here? A crate shed.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I guess
is what it is.
Farming supplies, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe just
panels,
empty crates.
Yeah.
Maybe. Do these fields? Do they start the game with? No, they don't. Do
no. They're just for show. For show.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we'll carry on then. Get more east. We've got the church and cemetery. It is a church and a cemetery, really, isn't it? There's nothing really. You got a little something there. What's that? Bookcase in there, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I've been here on some multiplayer servers, but yeah, I don't think I'd really come here. I don't think.
No, I don't think it's. Well, the church is a bit meh for me. It's just a bit far out, and there's nothing much really there.
Yeah,
to use. I don't know.
I agree. Anything to add, Chuck?
No, not really. That's where my last West Point playthrough, that particular road. That's where I leveled up my shotgun.
Right.
Completely irrelevant, but I'm trying to put in some like memories sort of stuff rather than just talking. But yeah, that long straight road.
They're all coming from the east side, I suppose, and it'd be fairly clear.
Yeah,
to the west.
It was pretty straightforward, and I leveled up the shotgun with like 3 full boxes of shotgun shells. Got like to level 3 in like one day. Sweet.
That's the way to do it, isn't it?
It's shotgun all the way. Like at least I'd say until I'm level 5, 6 aiming, I'm using shotguns.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
They're just too good at aiming, and I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, I know that maybe it's cool to have a big sniper rifle, or it's cool to have a rifle like a M4 or something, but for like survival and just efficiency, shotguns all the way.
Yeah.
Exactly. You need an area cleared. Don't go into an area with a fully automatic rifle. Just do it with a shotgun.
When I have a rifle, I never use full auto anyway. It's always single shot.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of ammo, I think, full auto. It's fun, but it's not very efficient.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
Wow, we really sound as though we know what we're talking about there.
for once. So yeah, the south of the church, we've got, a farmhouse?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever been here. It's got a garage though, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get some supplies in there.
Yeah, for me, it's weird, but it feels a bit too far out, even though it's not. It's too close to the main kind of area, I think. I don't know. Like it's a good space. Like you could make that work. But if I'm gonna travel if I'm gonna want to get that level of safety, I'll just travel up the road and go to those gated communities again. It's like if I'm looking for safety, I don't mind walking an extra for an extra little bit. I know that it's
a minute drive. Probably not even that, really, is it?
Not even that. It's just my choice. I'd rather just live a bit further away and just be extra safe, because that is quite close, and you can imagine a generator pulling zombies. And stuff.
And you got that fence there, I suppose, but they're still going to come around.
Yeah, they're still going to get through.
They're going to pincer movement you there, aren't they? It's going to be an attack from both sides.
Exactly.
Well, I suppose we'll push on then. There isn't really a lot on the west side, really, anyway, is there? But we'll go through it. I mean, what we got here, a school, a good old school, quite a good bookcase amount in there, really.
There is, to be honest.
Is there another floor on this? Yeah, pretty good. I mean, like you say, we've got the bookcases there. Again, it's a good place to get a bag, I suppose, to start with. School bag. Normally, always find one in the lockers, don't you?
Yes.
Maybe some chocolate in the desks as well for them.
Fine chest. I mean, if you're really desperate, it's got a little bookshelf just there. I remember. It was us, wasn't it, Ash? I think I'm not remember if you were there, Chuck, but we were with Rick. and Jane and Toad, and we were looking for the cure.
Yes.
And this is the place that we came to looking for books, and Rick did not find a single book that we needed to make the cure. It was funny.
Oh no, I don't think I was there for that.
I think you were. I can't remember though. I can't remember. It was like at least 2 months ago. Quite a while ago.
Maybe. All the Project Zomboid just blurs into one, doesn't it?
Yeah. Every day turns into the same when you're late game, I guess. Or just,
I have some really good nostalgic feelings for it because I had that as a base one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even though it was single player, I was obviously massive. If you put the next level up again,
yeah.
You see you've got like the break room or the staff room, I suppose.
Yep.
Here.
Just there, and you got a window that goes out onto the roof.
Oh yeah.
So I put the generator on there because it was pretty much smack bang in the middle. And also you got the big car park for your collection of cars. I turned the sports hall into the storage area. Yeah, it was really nice. Really enjoyed basing it there, actually. I was a bit dismayed when I put the generator in and then it only powered half the building because it was too big.
Right, yeah. Yeah, because what does the generator do? Is it 40 tiles?
I think...
is that completely wrong?
I don't want to...
Yeah, give misinformation.
Yeah, I would... From just like playing the game, I would kind of say it's around there, or at least it feels that big.
I've got 40 in my head.
You know, we stick with it. It's 40.
Yeah,
it's 40.
40, cool.
Exactly.
It was really good because you got the library, and on the to the back of the school, you just got that big field area. So you just didn't get many zombies inhabiting that area. It was really good. I really enjoyed basing it there.
Yeah, it's a bit too big for my liking, I think.
Yeah,
it was big on reflection, but
I like a nice compact base. I really do. A carrot like a trailer would do me, I think. Maybe two, but anything to add on the school?
Not really. It's you can find. I think is it this place, but you can find baseball bats in the back lockers. Or you can find. So you see to the right up, the doors to your right. I think you can find baseball bats in there.
Okay.
I can't remember if but I remember. But then again, that's a baseball. I don't know. I remember finding something like a baseball bat in that building somewhere, and I would assume it'd be from there. But I'm not 100%
Could have been in the locker. I mean, do they spawn in the lockers actually?
I
don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I've never seen one in a locker.
It makes sense for them to spawn in like somewhere around here, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like a teacher-only kind of area, I guess.
Yeah. Right. Well, over the road there, we've got a playground. Yeah, it's a playground.
Yeah, I mean, so
I can't believe there's not a mod for being able to, use the playground equipment. It's disgraceful.
Surely there is a mod. Surely there is.
No,
There's gotta be.
I'm sure there isn't.
I mean, I'm just imagining the Can you imagine if that was a multiplayer mod? Can you imagine like the admin error, like you know how the game would kick you for like flying or something?
Yeah, speed check.
Yeah, so it would like speed check you and it would kick like ban you. That would be an entire just. I would not like to be someone.
That'd be an
admin. I would not like to be that. No, that'd be awful.
What we got to the north of the school then? So, a sweet shop. I didn't actually know that was specifically a sweet shop.
I always thought that was just a shop. I mean,
yeah. I mean, whether sweets just sweet spawn in there, I don't know.
Yeah,
like I said,
I don't know. I've never noticed that as a sweet shop. I don't know.
Well, there we go. Let us know if you've been there in the comments and it's just spawned sweets. I mean, it's got these here like it would be groceries and stuff.
Looks like it's been mislabeled. I think it's just a convenience store.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, no.
Right. Well, north we've got the dock. quite a nice pre-built fishing.
Yeah.
Because I think that's there's water there, isn't there? There's like that.
It's like a U-shaped. I mean, I think it'd be pretty. I know that it's a long way off. This is like a long wish list, but like some boats or like just like a little kind of paddle out into the water, or little rocks you can make and stuff.
There is a mod for that, isn't there?
I'm sure there is. There's always a mod. Let's be honest.
And I think you can actually swim in the water because to get in the boats you have to go through the water, and you need like a snorkel and a mask, I think.
I've never seen it before, but I must try it now.
Yeah, it's I can't remember what the name is, but I was going to do it for a playthrough and then just never ended up doing it. But
I think it's Aquastar or
that's it. Yeah, that's the one.
Sailing Yacht Club or something like that.
Something like that.
There's a jet ski.
Yeah,
I've never used it. But there's a jet ski, and as Ash said, you can get onto a boat.
Yeah,
I think there's a challenge map. There's a boat as well, I think. But I don't know.
What, like you're in a big boat? Or...
Like a cruise liner or something.
Right. Oh, that'd be interesting.
I'm sure there was. But anyway, I'm completely wrong.
I read about actually, thinking about it now.
I was going to use the yachts, the Aquastar or whatever it's called, for getting the plug-in, the Clear Cove playthrough.
Oh.
That was going to be the end goal, to kind of escape on a yacht, but you have to get different things to build it and all that, like to repair it and things. And I was like, no, I'm not staying in Clear Cove that long. But yeah, so yeah, just to the east of that, then I suppose you got more residential.
Yep.
Yeah,
lots of residential.
Yeah, we probably won't really need to touch on that too much because it is what it is, really, isn't it?
It is just residential.
Yeah, we've got down here. Then we've got Pizza World, Zippy Mart, and Commercial Rent. Again, I don't think I've ever been here.
I've always found a crap ton of zombies there. Always absolutely loads of zombies. Yeah, just one of those places, and you think, why are there so many zombies here? But every time I've been there, absolute crap.
Yeah, because looking at it, I thought, this wouldn't potentially a staging area into West Point. You got these, fences here. Maybe not too many zombies, but if you're saying there's a lot there, then yeah, I'd probably avoid it.
Thing is, I suppose that sums up West Point, though, isn't it?
Lots of zombies.
There's a lot of zombies. Some people would avoid it. Some people would avoid it. I think in that whole residential area that we've just sort of zipped over, I think that has 2 spawn points. 2 of the spawn points are in that area.
Around here somewhere.
Yeah, so there's one which is at the top, sort of right, I think.
Like here?
Yeah, those three houses with the curved bits. I think one of those is a spawn house.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. And then you can spawn in one of the many 2-story homes somewhere in that area there. But I like that area to place to loot because there's a massive concentration of 2-story homes, and nearly all of them have got garages. Yeah. So you've got a good chance of generators, gas cans, tools, metalworking, all that good stuff. And obviously, a lot of those. Oh, and I always like a 2-story home for a base.
Yeah.
So if you can clear a couple of blocks, it's a really good start, I think.
Yeah, maybe I've been missing out with West Point.
It is good. My favourite bit is kind of like the strip down the middle with all the commercial buildings. I love this.
Me too.
This little chunk here. It feels so. It's compact.
I don't like it for some reason.
Really?
I just don't think there's enough here.
Well, that's where everything is.
Yeah, I know, but maybe because I'm not used to it. That's what it is. I'm scared of the unknown. I don't like it because I don't know it.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't say you're missing out necessarily. It's not like, oh, you must go to West Point, but we like it, don't we, Sam? We like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm just having we'll go into detail about it, but quick look. Yeah, you got your hardware store, you got your mechanics, you got a bookstore, so fair enough. Yeah, it does kind of have everything you need. But yeah, we'll work our way down to it. What we got here then? Elementary school.
Nah.
Yeah,
it's a waste of time.
That is pointless.
There's no library. I mean, what the hell?
What an awful elementary school.
And look at the state of these windows. Look how big they are. So many of them. That's a no right there.
That is, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, law-wise, you know, in real life, you know, how many kids are going to run into those windows? Do you know how many
Health
times
and
I
safety.
ran? Yeah. Do you know how many times I ran into like glass doors and windows as a kid?
This place would have been closed down years ago. Although this was the 90s, though, so they were probably a bit slack on it back then, weren't they? That's what they used to do before you went for your nap. Just run you into a window. It'd be fine.
Yeah. Oh, he's playing around. Don't worry.
yeah. Just bumped your head. You got a concussion or something.
Explains a lot, that doesn't it?
Oh, God.
I mean, you got the artwork here if you kind of role playing a guy who's looking for his daughter or his son or something. I mean, that's probably about all it's good for there, isn't it, really?
Mm.
I mean, well, look at this place right here. What even is this? The town park. Nice small suburban park, yeah.
That is awful.
That would make an amazing base. Come on,
this is where you need to base. It's the most OP base
right in the
game.
middle of town.
Honestly, okay, you know what? Fair enough. You've convinced me.
It's a fixer-upper. It's a fixer-upper.
Oh, God.
Definitely a fixer-upper. What's this sign talking about? All right, what we got next? And let's go to these hardware store.
All right.
Is this a good hardware store? Again, I don't think.
There's no such thing as a bad hardware store.
Okay, surely. Right. So this place, I love it.
I love it too. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do a bit of a plug. I made a my top 5 base locations in West Point, and this was one of them because I love the top floor. It's such a good place, and look how close it is to the gas station. It's beautiful.
It's
a
lot of storage already in here as well.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, sheet rope method. Boof, done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Done. It is dangerous though. I would admit, clearing this is dangerous. Like going around that corner, that's dangerous. But once you got that clear, you are free.
Yeah, I mean, I think I came to this hardware store, another plug, but I don't remember what series it was. Maybe Major OP. I come here. I was actually looking for I was looking for a sledgehammer to get into the gun store. I come here and there was nothing in here. Although it was 6 months later, I think it was set to, so the loot was like extremely rare. So that probably explains it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like you say, we got blood over here. Like you say, it's across from. See, for me personally, I would just base in this gas station, I think, over the hardware. So, but then, like I said, I like a little compact one-story base. Really, is this one story? Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, for me, that is just so. It's too. There's only one floor. You know, it's. Yeah, for me, it's not for me. Not for me. It's too.
That was very polite of you, Sam.
There's one.
Very polite way
it's
to say it.
awful.
There's one way in and there's one way out. Yes, there are 2 windows. No, there's 3 windows. There's one at the back. No, that's a door. Never mind. I take it back.
Is that a door?
There's 2. There is a door. I would assume it's a door.
Okay, yeah. If there was just one entrance, I would be a bit cautious, to be fair. I mean, look at it. You got a freezer in here ready to go. And this bad boy. You ain't got to mess around moving them. Yeah, it's definitely one for me. But I'm a big fan of gas station bases. I really am. It just saves so much messing around, I think.
But then again, you're only like...
Yeah, it's true. But then what? So you'd have... I suppose you could put the generator here. Just saves having 2 generators, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why I like a gas station base. One generator does it all. I mean, you could put it here, I suppose, but I never knew that was a Thunder gas either. There you go. Right, across the road then, shall we go? Let's go east from there, the gas station. We got this little hedge. What's this place here? Is this a closed store?
Closed store.
Closed, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
clothes, hairdresser. This is all one, is it? Or is that a little office? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the little office is. It is a little office. There you go.
They're very spacious up there, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they are actually, aren't they?
They're really spacious. Like the ones across the street, I like all of those. Those are already cozy, you know.
This is a bit too big.
They're too big.
A bit bare.
As in, like, you'd feel kind of swamped. Like, you'd feel, like, tiny if you were in that room.
I mean, this one here, okay, it's kind of like a studio flat, we would call it in England, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
All in one. But this has got its own separate bedroom. So, yeah, I don't know. But this block here of buildings, I suppose, of shops, I suppose the main one is, what's that, dentist? The main one is the bookstore, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Suppose you could get some beta blockers from the dentist, painkillers, things like that, maybe.
Painkillers for the inevitable scratch or laceration on the neck or groin.
What's that there? Is that a Mendy's?
The Mendy's, yeah.
Mendy's. So do you come around this area when you've been in West Point? Is this, I suppose, do you go to these ones here, or is it mainly just the bookstore on this particular block you would go to?
I go through this entire area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just strip it. So you got the water dispenser there, haven't you? So.
Yeah, exactly. I just go through that entire place. I mean, this entire, like, 2 blocks, that's what you call it.
Oh, this one as well?
I just go through all of that, and all the 2 blocks to the right as well.
All the way down to the Gigamart.
I literally just go through every single building and just loot it all. Not necessarily the top floor ones or the floor above, because a lot of that is just housing, isn't it, Chuck? But that first floor, across that is honestly, I would be able to survive for a year on everything I get there.
Well, in this area here, that's a challenge video right there.
And to the right. Oh, I know. I'm done with my stuck in a place, stuck in X4X time.
I actually really love apartments above shops because you've kind of like you've got like 5 houses in one. So every apartment, or whatever number of apartments, 5, 6. Every apartment will have a bookcase. Every apartment will have, a water source. They'll obviously have a bed as well. They're upstairs. There'll only be the one staircase from the ground floor, and apart from the one that you're looking at right there, the staircases are actually inside, leading off a corridor. Inside the shop. So you don't actually get that much zombie activity, even though you're like right in the middle of town.
Yeah.
So they're surprisingly secure, and they're a good place for books, and for food, because obviously each one's got a kitchen.
Yeah, carpentry, I'd say as well, with all these double beds.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't loot everything like Sam was saying. I wouldn't go in the bank. I wouldn't go with the Knox Bank. I wouldn't go in the Mendy's.
But I go in the Knox Bank for water dispensers.
Yeah. They're handy to have.
Yeah.
And obviously, as we've said in other episodes, you've got all of the key feature of all the commercial areas. You've got all the parking lots. So you've got a very dense area for all cars, if you're looking for a vehicle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. So we happy with this area being done? Anything to add on this?
Not really. I do like the south, like that block, that like south, that all of that. If you go second floor or first floor, I guess. What I like to do is I love that entire kind of I guess it's like an upside down L shaped. Sometimes if I want a base location, I will use that and I'll just cut off all the staircases. But it's right in the middle of town. You're always gonna have action. I just quite like it there.
Yeah, fair
The only other thing is to mention there's a bar on the top right of that block. If you were looking for cigarettes or lighters and things,
Bourbon,
or
Molotovs,
Molotovs.
Or calories. No. It's quite good for calories, isn't it? I think bourbon and beer and stuff is wine and all that.
I didn't know that actually.
I think so. I think it's maybe like 15,000 calories in a bourbon. I could be completely wrong, but I'm sure it's something like that.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll go to... We'll push northward then, shall we? We'll do the auto shop.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, you got the arcade machine in there. Not too good of a base location, I wouldn't say.
No, way too busy there. But car parts, mechanic books, maybe some blunt weapons as well.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree.
You maybe find a couple of engine parts, but
they need to fix that, don't they? They need to. So I'm going off on a tangent. It's so hard to fix an engine in a vehicle.
Oh, I know.
It takes ages.
I tend to play with a lot of mods that like help it, like repair it more, because isn't it like 1%?
Yeah, exactly.
At level 6 or something. That's horrendous, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is at max mechanic vanilla. Probably like 3% or something.
Never got there. No.
No, but that they need to do. They need to do something about.
They need to
that.
tweak it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
Just like for multiplayer, for example, cars just are stripped for engine parts. 1% is just it's not even worth doing, is it? Repairing for 1%.
Oh no, because you'd have to gut so many other vehicles.
Yeah.
To repair that engine.
Yeah, like 70 vehicles. Oh, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, the police station then.
Yeah, it's a big police station.
Yeah, it's a fair old size, isn't it?
I reckon that looks very similar layout to the one in Rosewood. I think. No, maybe it doesn't. No.
This bit does. The armory does. Actually, it does a little bit.
Actually,
it's just smaller here, but this does.
I think it's got less desks. There's a bigger desk area.
Yeah, this is slightly different. We're going to go have a look.
We're
going over there. We're going over there. Come on, let's go. It's very similar. The sizes aren't there, but you got the armory here. You got the lockers here. You got the cells kind of there. It's very similar.
But then again, I guess you can say that all police stations look similar because they all have a certain look. They also have a certain procedure, holding cells. There's always going to be an armory. There's always going to be that.
Well, unless
I guess unless you're bloody Riverside God.
I mean, it's got the cells in the armory, but we'll save Riverside.
Yeah,
I think all of the police stations, considering that they are obviously all the people that work there are going to be armed, pretty much. You know, they do have a dedicated armory. They're pretty disappointing for guns. I find guns and ammo.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it does depend on your loot settings.
They are disappointing.
Yeah, they are disappointing.
And they're just like there's just random like you say, it's all on the loot settings, isn't it, and stuff. But they are a bit disappointing. The best place is probably the armory at the prison.
Yeah,
and that's the best like police.
Again,
area.
You see that's a lot of hard work though. For the risk reward for me, it doesn't cut it on the prison. Personally,
it is very
so many
risky.
zombies.
There are so many. But then if you want to up your aiming skill, it's perfect. If you got a shotgun, by the time you get into the guns, you'll be able to actually shoot a zombie with a pistol. Once you got that aiming up. Because guns are pretty much useless, other than a shotgun, before level 3, really, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. If only West Point had a gun store, That was a joke. Please feel free to laugh.
I was like, what? Hold on a minute. Am I?
I was processing.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll cross the road. What furniture shop? I mean,
I don't think I've ever been there. I think there's some crates in that storage thing in the garage, so you could maybe find something there.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a meh building for me. Is that upside down? No, that's just what's that read?
I won't become one of them.
Love the environmental storytelling.
Yeah,
love it.
That comment did not age well. Probably.
Yeah, he's probably not with us anymore.
yeah. I mean, this block is pretty boring block, I would say. I mean, the only good thing is the post office.
It's mixed.
It's mixed. I quite like this building on the bottom. Kind of this the yellowy grey one. Yeah, I quite like that one. Not for like loot, but for a base. Okay. If you go for top.
Free water dispensers in there. What?
Yeah, I got the balcony here. I like to remove the staircases on the side, on the left side there.
I like this balcony.
Also on the south side. And then I try and remove the staircase. And then what I like to do... Well, actually, no, I like to have this floor and then the floor below it. And you see there's that window on that greenhouse that looks up there. I build across...
Oh, what, like to there?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I use the greenhouse. I use the greenhouse as like my I get in my base through the greenhouse.
Right. Okay.
Maybe it's a bit convoluted, but it's what it is.
Safe, I suppose.
Yeah. And whenever I'm gonna be in the base for a while, I just remove a bit of like the pathway, so they just can't.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just you're definitely safe that way, aren't you? Right, what about...
there was a post office, did you say?
Post office.
I did not know that was there. That's weird. That must be... Yeah, so you'd find absolutely loads of books and skill magazines there.
Is this another hardware store here as well?
Yes, it is, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So 2 hardware stores and 2 bookstores, essentially, in West Point. Pretty good, actually. Maybe I have to do a run up here. Maybe a series, possibly. Who knows? Anything around here? We'd touch on the church quick, I suppose. I mean, I'm not a big fan of basing in churches or anything.
It's probably one of the bigger churches on the map.
Yeah.
Like the actual church itself, and also the connecting kind of, Drinkers Anonymous.
Yeah. Good for carpentry, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. I do want to know the actual how much XP you get for destroying those. Because is it worth it, or would I just go to a house and destroy double bed and get the exact same amount?
I don't think it's... they're quite good for giving wood. Only because... But yeah, we'll move on from that one quickly. Only because I was building a base in Rosewood, near the kind of gated community south of the church. And I needed a load of wood to build a fence around it on a multiplayer server, and they gave quite a bit of wood, enough to fence off the area.
Okay.
But I don't know how much experience they'll give.
I find churches the most disappointing amongst the most disappointing buildings in the map, because they're generally quite big buildings. There's a few exceptions, but they're quite big buildings, because you've obviously got, as you can see, that area there with the where they do the sermons or whatever you want to call it. You've got all the pews. It's a big big footprint. From the outside, you think, that's a big building. That'll make a good base. Yeah. And then you go inside, and there's no level 1, there's no first floor at all. And then you think, I can't be bothered to build a whole floor just to make it what it should be.
Yeah. When you can just go across the road or something to already pre-built, or over here. There's plenty of space.
Yeah, they look great from the outside, but then you go in and there's no first floor, there's no level 1.
Yeah.
No, completely.
Northward then, up to, what we got here? This officers and
officers.
Coffee. Seahorse Coffee. Yeah, I actually went on another plug, but major OP playthrough. When he came up here, I think I remember this because for some reason there was zombies on the roof. Can they get on the roof?
On the roof?
Yeah.
They must have been from the apartment.
Because they were falling off here. And I was like, where the hell are they coming from?
That's quite a lot. How many were there, though?
It's quite a few. It was 6 months later, so what's that in 6 months later settings is insane, isn't it? Population, but I lowered it to save the lag, so 1 below insane. But I ended up just Molotov in this area, just burning it down.
That's the way.
Always satisfying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
North, we've got Spiffos.
You missed a farmer hug.
Oh no! I was getting to that.
Oh, okay, I was worried that you might have missed it.
No, I was coming to that. Well, we'll go straight over there because the Spiffos is a Spiffos, isn't it? There's nothing really there. So yeah, the farm is quite a big farmer hug actually.
Yeah, it's big, and you've got the area in the back as well.
Yeah.
A lot of containers. You walk out of there with a lot of meds, all the good stuff.
Yeah,
possibly could this be the biggest farmer hug?
Yeah, it probably is outside of Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it all. You get beta blockers for days and now, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All this.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a little the storage, the containers for maps as well, haven't you? There.
Oh right, yeah.
You might find a skill magazine or useful map.
Not bad at all, is it?
No.
Yes, it's definitely a place to go if you're in West Point, I think.
It's amazing for meds. You can even in Sunny Rare you'll get a decent amount of meds because there's so many containers to search through, and a bit of food as well because you got a few.
You get like the chips and jerky
that would
and
make
all
me
that.
laugh. That does. All the junk food next to the vitamin pills.
Yeah. And I suppose you got the laundromat here for metalworking. Dismantling, but yeah, anything to add on this area around here, this bit of High Street?
I just love it. It's one of my favourite parts of the map that isn't like a map mod or Louisville. I do like certain parts and areas, but I do like this part. It feels so much more like downtown, and there's a high zombie population, but there's a lot to get from it, and it's also just a bit fun because it feels. Maybe it's because it feels a bit more like the UK because everything's a bit closer together. Because obviously, in America, we've seen they're massively spaced apart. But when you go like the average town in Britain, I'd probably say, it's like this. It's everything's together. Was it semi-detached? Yes,
yeah. Well, like terrace kind of.
Terrace, yeah. It reminds me of. I know it's weird, but it reminds me of the UK, like where you are.
Said
kind of
that. I see it. Yeah. It does actually.
Yeah, I love it. It ticks all the boxes. It's got all of the prime locations that you'd want in a town. It's got a gun store. It's got storage facilities, and all the other obvious stuff like police stations, bookstores, pharmacy. Big gigamart for a lot of food as well.
Yeah.
And I personally don't find the zombie numbers more numerous than Mordra, to be honest.
It's not bad, is it? It's not at all.
No. And I don't know what it is with that road in Mordra. That one road where you have to go there because that's where all the commercial bits are. But you just get so many zombies all on that one road.
Yeah.
It's so much hassle to get up and down it.
Yeah. No, you
and you can see it is more spaced out.
Yeah.
In terms of locations.
And I mean, the high street of Mordra is pretty poor, really, isn't it? For loot and stuff, I'd say.
I would kind of think that there'd be a mall in Mordor. Like kind of a bit more of a, not necessarily a mega mall like Valley Station Mall or Louisville Mall. I think it would just be like it's kind of.
There is a mod for that. There is a mod. There is a map mod mall for Mordra. That's a lot of them.
But yeah, I don't know. It feels like, this that road over there. Yeah, we no one knows what that black dot is. Who knows? Black square of death. You fall in it, you die.
That's where the zombies come from. That's where it started.
Yeah, they all fly out of it.
The interdimensional portal. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's what it is. It wasn't Spiffos. Yeah.
It wasn't Spiffos after all.
Yeah, I feel like that the Moldrol, drag, I guess, is massive compared to what it actually like gives. As in, like, it's massive, and there's a lot of buildings on it. But you'd feel like this type of road would be in a West Point downtown area. Because, the downtown West Point, I don't know if that's the right way to call it, but that feels so much more compact and tight. And I feel like you can imagine deliveries every Monday morning or, like Sunday evening, just packing that place to shit. Yeah. Because it's all just one way. It's all just one laned, 2-lane road,
Yeah.
But
there we go. Well, I think we'll leave it there for this episode, and then the next episode we will do the last little bit, but then also the surrounding areas as well with the mall. Getting us ready. We'll cover this area, I think. So anything to add before we call it for this one?
No, not really. I'm looking forward to the next one because we get to talk about. Well, I've probably spent the most time on Project Zomboid.
Yeah, we can have a good old deep dive into the mall because I've spent a fair bit of time here as well.
Mall.
And we got the gun range, shooting range, and everything up here as well. So it should be a very interesting one. The next episode.
We're getting closer and closer to Louisville.
To Louisville, we are. We are indeed.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's gonna be something else. That is.
That's We'll figure that out when we get there.
Yeah.
Another black square.
They're everywhere. They're growing. And another one there.
Fine. Oh god.
I swear there was only used to be the one in the river.
Oh god, they're multiplying. There's one down. Oh no, that's just something on my screen.
But let us know in the comments your thoughts on West Point.
I suppose the only thing I'll say with West Point, actually, just very quickly, the residential area to the northwest of the commercial. So we're pretty much. I never go there. I never go there because they're all one-story homes. Yeah, and it is still quite dense, so you can get a lot of zombies still. It's
just out of the way, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's out of the way, but you just go around it.
Yeah, never go there.
Yeah, no. Why would you go there when you can find everything that there's to offer just down the road in the main street?
That's it. Yeah. Nothing else to say.
That's all.
Cool. Well, we'll leave it there then. Well, thank you all for listening or watching. Hope you enjoyed it. As I say, let us know any West Point stories or anything like that in the comments. But thank you, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys next time.
See ya.